Hello, welcome to our channel. Now in this video, we will tell you how the cast of 1959 Bonanza has changed. I'll show you what they looked like back then in 1959 and now in 2022 how they've changed compared to when they were in this movie. Alright, let's go. Michael Landon, in the movie he plays Joseph Cartwright. In 1959, he was 23 years old, and it was with great sadness that he passed away on July the 1st, 1991 at the age of 54.
My mother used to tell me about it before she died. I can hardly remember now. I was just a little kid, not even 5 years old. I know she used to tell me what a beautiful city it was.
And one person knows something, or two people, the whole town eventually is going to know it, and then it filters through here and there. And you call them and laid it out, and...
Well, one thing I want to clear up right away, there was the 10th child business.
Lorne Greene, in the movie he plays Ben Cartwright, widow patriarch Ben Cartwright. In 1959, he was 44 years old, and it was with great sadness that Greene died on September 11, 1987 at the age of 72 from complications of pneumonia.
The water up on that north section, and Fairbanks Windmill might be it.
Fairbanks Windmill. All this man has is a theory. We know nothing about him or his reputation.
One member of the family with a gun pointing at somebody saying, "What are you doing in the Ponderosa?" And finally I said to the producer, I said, "Look."
Pernell Roberts, in the movie he plays Adam Cartwright, the eldest son Adam, an architectural engineer who graduated from college. In 1959, he was 31 years old, and it was with great sadness that he passed away on January 24, 2010 at the age of 81 from pancreatic cancer.
And they called him a crackpot too. And they said the same thing about a man called what? Until his steam engine made history. And before that, there was a man who thought the world was round.
Unguess that price and lay my body across a new car in my Speedo before I would lend my good name to that pathetic excuse for a medical institution.
Dan Blocker, in the movie he plays Hoss Cartwright, the gentle middle son Eric, almost always called Hoss. In 1959, he was 31 years old, and it was with great sadness that on May 13, 1972, Blocker died in Los Angeles, aged 43, from a pulmonary embolism following a cholecystectomy at Daniel Freeman Hospital.
That's right, I do. I'm sorry, Hoss.
Now, wait a minute. There ain't nothing wrong with Arnie. He's just a great big strong man. He ain't too smart, that's true, but that don't mean he can't do a job.
That cultural experience, and the only way we could do that without sending them over there in a boarding school was to lease a house, which we did.
David Canary, in the movie he plays Candy Canady. In 1967, he was 29 years old, and it was with great sadness that Canary died on November 16, 2015 of natural causes in Wilton, Connecticut at the age of 77.
It'll be earlier if the inspection doesn't take all day. It'll take me about an hour to get cleaned up. We got time for another beer, huh? Mm-hmm. Two sounds good. 2 more beers!
And I went in and auditioned, and I remember very distinctly I read a scene.
Tim Madison, in the movie he plays Griff King, a parolee trying to rehabilitate his life as a worker. In 1972, he was 35 years old, and now he's 74 years old.
Smart man's got to take care of himself. I just want to stay alive, and I want to get out of these walls.
It's flexible and loose. Because I always get up really early on a work day, any day, but on a work day especially, just to get the cobwebs out of my head.
Mitch Vogel, in the film he plays Jamie Hunter Cartwright, the red-haired orphan of an itinerant rainmaker whom Ben adopted. In 1968, he was 12 years old, and now he's 66 years old.
Oh, pleased to meet you. And would you like to see Mr. Cartwright?
I would indeed, my boy, and you too. I'm your grandfather.
Fabric of the stories and the characters. Like you said, originally I think Bonanza started out as more of a shoot-'em-up kind of a show.
Lou Frizzell, in the movie he plays Dusty Rose. In 1968, he was 48 years old, and it was with great sadness that Frizzell died in June 1979 of lung cancer at his home in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 60.
Going to fix you, Dusty? Well, you're welcome to try. Fix you good. You can't do nothing to me.
Ray Till, in the movie he plays Sheriff Roy Coffey. In 1960, he was 58 years old, and it was with great sadness that he passed away of undisclosed causes on April 2, 1976 at the age of 74 in Santa Monica, California.
You got a gun, why aren't you using it? You look worried, Thorne. I don't remember you looking that way before. They'll kill you, you fool. You want to get killed?
Victor Sen Young, in the movie he plays Hop Singh, the lucky chef of the Cartwrights, whose blood pressure rises when the family comes to dinner late. He was 45 years old in 1959, and it was with great sadness that Victor Sen Young died at his North Hollywood home in 1980, aged 66.
For Mr. Hoss.
Yeah, seems about right.
You tell Mr. Hoss I cooked turkey for supper.
What are the rest of us going to eat?
Bing Russell, in the movie he plays Deputy Clem Forster. He was 35 years old in 1961, and it was with great sadness that Russell died from complications of cancer on April 8, 2003 at the age of 76 in Thousand Oaks, California.
He didn't want to. Your pa forted himself up in the house, wouldn't come out. Didn't seem like he wanted to come out alive. Now, you gotta understand, young fella. I had 10 good men in the posse out there risking their necks.
Thanks for watching the whole video. If you like this video, please share it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to support us in producing the next videos.